All right, let me walk you through this Garden Raceway. This is update number 2 here. I worked on it here the other day, got this all dug in, been testing the car on it a little bit, got to do a little bit more packing in here, but I did dig it down about 3.5–4 inches in this corner right here. So it's kind of cool. The car will jump down in here and then turn around and jump out, or you get too wide, you go up on the bank over there, and it's pretty neat. So looking pretty good. Took me a while to get this all packed down. I had to soak it all and then let it dry and soak down in, because you get this wet and you step out here, put the pounder on this, and it just sucks the mud up. So you had to let it kind of dry, but not too dry. It was hard, really hard. I wanted to go deeper in here, but I couldn't for a couple of reasons. This ground is extremely hard. Underneath where I tilled this about 3 times, and I was easily able to shovel this out, but that is hard down there. And some spots you can see, I think one right there and this in here, you get much lower than that and you start getting big stones out of there. I had to pull a couple of them out and put some dirt in there, but it worked out. So it's kind of fun. So the next step, we had a kind of a storm yesterday, and so lots of leaves on here, but we're not ready to run on it quite yet anyway. Next thing we're going to do is some jumps. That's the next project for the Garden Raceway here. And I've gone both ways. That boomerang's really been a helpful thing to make this all work. So not too bad. Got the track kitty out there proving the track update. His name's Lucky, one of the two. He likes one other cat, but he don't like very many other cats. He is also fairly strong for his size, and when the neighborhood cats come over to our yard, he usually whoops on them pretty hard. Anyway, had to walk through this is what I was talking about. This is what I pulled out over there in those 2 spots, and yeah. You gonna lay down there in the shade, huh, buddy? Okay. Anyway, I pulled those out of those 2 spots over there. You go much deeper and you're gonna get a bunch of those. So that is why we went about 3.5–4 inches down instead of 6. Plus I was getting tired. Plus I knew I had to pack all that in. And so not too bad. We're going to be running on it here pretty soon. So thanks for watching the update number 2 on the Garden Raceway, and we'll talk to you later.